Alright, hold on, let me send the link. I almost forgot my hat. No, I need to go to YouTube and stuff so I can get it. It would have been way more easier if I went to my PS4 and sent you it, but my PS4 can't connect to Discord like Xbox can.
Xbox can connect to Discord?
Yeah, Xbox Live to your Discord account. I seen it firsthand. My friend did it. I put it on main chat. That second better not turn into until 10 o'clock, like last time. Huh? Was what? Was what?
So excited. It was the evening.
I didn't know it was. I just opened it.
I did too. What happened there? Come here.
Be right back.
Not you.
Oh, never mind. Alright, but alright, yeah, I see you with the chat thing a little bit. It says the same thing. Wait, hold up. Welcome back to Danganronpa. What's up? Alright, but I had to. And
Are you interested in these live streams?
I don't care. Whoever keeps opening it, and then let it drop. Boom, boom, boom.
borrowing someone else's arguments. I see, yeah, now I understand. Main Hall handbooks have been added to the truth bullet. Okay, I do not need to read that. Hold on a second.
Very
What's wrong?
strange.
Just strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook shows Shanko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon.
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseball bats. No, please don't show this again. I don't want to see this. The memory of it came flooding back. The cruel punishment which led. Please don't show it again. Extrusions out the mess mind concluded. A cruel, hurtless death. Oh my gosh! Thank you for not showing it. You're right. It would be surprising for the e-handbook to break during the kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey! Hey! Oh, dang, I get it. What? That e-handbook is essentially the student's life here. Clearly, integral, instrumental, and it's a super big deal. There is no way it would break that easily. But
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to the 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to the 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseball bats you hit it with, it wouldn't do. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point.
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing that his weakness was. Hold up. Are you texting on the main chat?
Yeah, I sent them to watch you.
Oh, thanks. Wow, one of them said no thanks. Wow, alright then. Then Leon must have broken it. So, okay, I'll write this. Hard to say. You know what I think? You know what I think? Dang, I didn't mean to read it, but you might ask how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's undeniable fact that it's not turning on. Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken e-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in the earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Hiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite. Okay, well... Hold on, there's still more... Bro, for real? Why is there more to investigate? I think this is it. You want me to talk to you or something? What do you mean by that? By to be exact. Certainly, I want to reveal Trishul's killer, but more. I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then you really think you truly believe Genocide Jack is that one?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely, I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the killer in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right? There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. There was like a ghost attacking suddenly, then slipping away from before the police can catch up. You already said that in the beginning. And what nickname did the internet give him to be mysterious killers? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder, but words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. Let's go. What evidence is this? Can you talk to you again? What do you mean by...
Don't.
Oh, and I have basis to believe that I can show you one of us. There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is that one that killed Hero. Evidence does seem so. Hey, you two. Who's this? Big trouble. Need your help.
I don't have time to play with you.
We're busy. Leave us alone. But it's an emergency. Emergency. Come on, please. You gotta help me. What's up?
Please.
This is a serious emergency. Please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay? But it's an emergency. Tell me what's the emergency. What happened? Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Why? I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do?
Very strange.
Toko, I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are
Don't
you sure?
make me repeat myself.
Don't make me. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no, and they...
Yeah!
Okay, come on, hurry up. Wait
Let's
for us.
go.
It looks like she's headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely. You're right. Toko, what's wrong with you? I don't want to talk to you, but what's wrong? Is Toko inside some kind of emergency? Is it gonna let me ring the doorbell? Fine. What do you want? You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So what's the emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, see how she was doing, but then we didn't. It was weird. She refused to come out and she kept saying all this weird stuff.
That's fun.
Should try talking to her herself. Yeah, good idea. Alright, can she move, please? Alright. Toko, what's wrong? I may as well give it a shot. The door swung open slowly and silently. What is wrong with you now? Holy... The aura of negativity flowed out from the forcing a gas.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, pulling yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Won't allow what?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
Huh? Okay, she killed him. What? She talking about won't have Genocide Jack control. Are you Genocide Jack? Cause what do you mean control? Genocide? You think one of us is? That's completely impossible. I mean, I know one of the... Oh gosh, my phone dropped. I mean, I know one of the girls killed our friend, but... Because it was in the girls' lockers room and boys can't go in there or they'll die too. But how? I don't understand. What about you, Maya? Maya? What about you, Maya? Do you understand?
No, I'm having a hard time understanding this. What's the point of this game?
It's about some students trapped inside a school and it's like that teddy bear you seen. Oh my gosh, I dropped my phone again. Gosh dang. And that teddy bear you seen on the stream, he's the one that trapped us there, and he's saying they can't leave the school because there's no way out, and there's only one way out is to kill somebody. And if the culprit but they need to kill somebody while not getting discovered, so that means there's gonna be a trial. But before there's a trial, you get evidence to see who it is, and if the person if they don't catch the killer, all the other people die, and then the person who killed somebody gets to leave. But if they get voted off, the killer dies, and it's a brutal. It's a brutal. It's a brutal death. The teddy bear makes them have a brutal death. Alright. There's like something was holding it shut on the other side. Toko was scared enough to even show. Does she think the serial killer's genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared? Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to pursue her? I mean... Where are we going now? I hate him leading this case. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. What is it? Oh, the library. Come on, let's go in. Man, what is in here? I accidentally clicked on this. There's no point. I did not mean to do that. But there's no clues there. We need to check this one. Knock it off. What does a desk even matter right now? Dang! Okay, let's go in here then. If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's an archive, right? Hurry up and go inside.
Let's go.
Here, it all makes sense once you're inside. Dang! Looks like everything was just thrown around. First put up the books and then throw everything in else in there. And there's
So in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the deaths. Alright, if you pay attention to the surroundings, you're sure to discover that the value of yourself. Oh, I didn't mean to click on it. There's so many files stuffed into the shelf. What is
That's
all
enough.
this means? Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous to be You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with the real power, the secret council, controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to disappear for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Come on. I'll just oh, read it! There are real. Just read it! This is a shelf stuffed with piles of files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one up. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh? That's the report of a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure? Okay, hold up. It is so dark. Y'all can see. Hold up, y'all. Let me get some. Let me get my ring light. Ready? My phone dropped again. No. Let's call this a dropping phone. All it does is drop and that's it. Alright. Maya, are you still watching this?
Yes.
Alright, thanks. You sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling those crosshairs you might wind up in the speaking at it. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. Read the files, you retard! Gosh dang! Doesn't want to read nothing! What do you want me to do? You pay... I mean, it's hard to do that when your character just keeps putting down the files. There's a ton of thick files stuffed into the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of dependencies. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files there are from our investigation reports related to the different cold cases. Those are intentional documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of things you need to read. Oh. Okay, let's read them. So we'll keep doing the same thing. What am I supposed to do then? If my character don't want to read none of the files, then literally what are we doing here? There's another camera here. There's even as here. It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Banuka using in the library.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I put it to good use. I got a coin, yay. But can we read the files now? No? Please? I want to read them? Can we talk to you? You're just gonna keep saying the same thing. Let me read them. Why are you being such a scary cat?
That's right.
Alright, what about these? There's a wooden box. It's empty. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in this library is because of this room right here.
Interesting.
It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be real,
Such
right?
ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your person's reality, your label is a lie. Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much Hope's Peak Academy, Hope's Peak really is our So now I found my phone again. The mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from being bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually possible. What do you mean usually? Usually normal, ordinary, simple. Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't underestimate what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punch into it. Besides, what you consider usually is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here to train you, I have reviewed them multiple times, so they are all there. Hold on a second. You're saying you read all these documents and more than one? But all this has to be like top secret, potential stuff, right? So why? My family was reading room just like this in our home. Ours is bigger. Of course, it's not as dusty. Members of the Tagayomi family have possessed a variety of government-related documents. That includes organ powers as well as domestic. How is
So,
that
in
possible?
other words-
I already told you. There's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bring the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world, the words and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me, which is why I have proclaimed without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Mayaka is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And that's why and what also interested me the most were the cold cases, police investigation reports. Reading through these reports has been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise to solve problems running into these cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Cat. As he talked, right, the rapper's second file.
That's right.
This is a complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Cat case has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Cat report. The first characteristic is that every crime scene in the world, blood list is written on the victim's own blood. The second is that the victims are always murdered. Their bodies are suspended in a certain way. The blood list is written on the world. It's easily the same way as what happened. Save your surprises. This part is yet to come. For the second characteristic where the victims are suspended, the only one who knew about the particular fact were members of the police and the other lines. By all accounts, nobody in the media found that. In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about the escape. Only key officials of the killer himself knew about the fact. Now, if you recall, she was court. Her body was most certainly found in the statue. So how could the killer have known about suspicion?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the killer is quite...
So in other words...
The culprit is a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Cat. Oh,
in other words...
That's right. There is the evidence that Genocide Cat has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then Genocide Cat really is such a brutal, fiendish killer. Really is walking around.
Interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for a home take a look at what I said? I see. You might just imagine if you out
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Okay, first of all, I'm not doing that. Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it. Dang, our character's surprised. He's seen something that I want to see. But I can't anybody find when I flip through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had to reach the page where photos of the scene each time had been all collected. Dang! The names of Genocide Cat. Ken Hardo, 32. Dang! Blood. Yeah, now I could tell about the Bloodless part. I knew I was right about the beginning. How Bloodless was written on the walls. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All the victims, countless victims, were killed and suspended in actually the same way. And the scene of every murder, the word Bloodless was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page. You'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page? Oh gosh. Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays or nights or during holidays, either day or night. The most common times for the killing to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggested the suspect lingered at that scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic because an eyewitness was never come forward. It's unlikely there were an unusual reason for this. This confessed indicator suggests that the suspect may personally suffer from. Toko's the one who did it. Toko's the one who did it. I knew it. This one created identifying disorder.
So, in other words,
the key point where is that the culprit may well have a split personality. Split personality, I like the kind of thing you see on TV. So I'm a part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up state till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like I'm done. Since I that case file.
Let's go.
Toko. Alright, we should get going now. Where are we going? And we're going to finish our business here. Wait, Kayaka. Oh, I knew Toko. I'm finally. I can't wait to get rid of Toko now. Finally, she's been annoying to the school. She's been annoying since day one. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all the stuff like that? Come on. Enough of your annoying Mr. What? Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own. Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just quickly as he asked me to some plane being tossed around. At the same time, I uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Just like that, he's the one that murder scene. It's one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out, no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info. I might find you some while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Well, I mean, do we have to? We already know it's Toko. She was acting so weird in the locker room. Alright. Hey, what are you doing here? Ding 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 ding! You probably has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit. Another stat increase for me. Evidence, but fine. I cannot reveal that. Just I want this to get eliminated first. If he's gonna keep telling secrets until our video game logic gets up, I cannot reveal that. Just yet.
I'm sure of it.
That what I found was still the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yes, Miss Londonberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What did she say? She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies a boy she likes, right? Okay, so where is the warehouse by the door? She was there, but at the same time not there. What is it gonna be? I already had it. What was this supposed to hear? I don't remember it's supposed to hear. What is supposed to? Well, this is in the voice box. And what is this brown spot here? Did somebody really take a dump on the carpet? There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Boys' lockers room carpet. Bro, did somebody actually take a dump on the carpet? Did somebody join? Oh. But somebody for real just took a dump on the carpet. Bruh! Are you that lazy? Go to the toilet. I don't know this game anymore. Well, there's nothing in the pool. Somebody for real squatted down and took a dump on the carpet. Ooh. Why? And I dropped my phone again. Sure. Hey, Clayton, have you made any progress on the investigation?
However,
but I have to get going. I have something in the to take care of. Something besides the investigation? Looking to know further. First control on the murder. But
so then,
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chichiro's body one more time throughout these. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to apologize. That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, keep us hanging left with no smoking. I guess I'll take another look at the body. Chichiro's handbook is missing. That's definitely worth warning about. Kishiro's e-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright, Mondo, why are you hiding right here? Dude had a really complex about being weak. You heard the chill talk about it, right? Oh, I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do. She said that one more. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't strong at all. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about it. She was complex. Where did it come from? Alright, she said, the lady said I need to examine her body one more time. I said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said throughout Lee, but I do have well, I better get a shot anyway. Let's see. The jewel's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. That doesn't look like rope at all! Rope was used to that rope has a club. Wait, so when it's rope, but the more I think about it, the more that's not the Chill's fatal injury was blown to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, there's the usual of her being suspended in a bill. And then free and usually that was not right. This is all me. And if it was a blow to the head, how would that poster? The poster, it wouldn't splash all around. And that poster wasn't there, so does it might help to look at the translation case one more time. It's a blood thing poster, a blood part. The biggest breast swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. The girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you find something like this. Oh, but wait, that reminds me, the poster in the other locker room is, that's right, there's definitely something strange about this one. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. Just thinking about that. The dumbbell has to be the murder weapon. I know you're not watching TikTok. The word brother is
Of course.
Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the poster in the boys and girls locker room could have been switched? Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the poster.
However,
but there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee everywhere time I finish exercising. We have protein coffees in the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and a gun of glass on the day after exercising. And the other day I spilled some on the carpet. The girls' locker room. Wait, so the stain I've been thinking that's doo-doo is actually coffee? Then how's it in the boys' locker room? What? It's stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now. Exactly, I noticed it earlier. The stain has been disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusual clean, as if there was never a stain there to begin with? Spearing stain has been added to the truthful section of your handbook. So, wait. So, you're saying... I'm confused. This must be interesting. Alright, but I'm done checking in here. I think. Actually, no. Let me check one more time, just in case. I Actually, no. Let's go back to this thing. Are you still watching the live stream? Mike. Are you still watching the live stream?
I am.
Oh. I can tell if you're not.
I swear I am. Do you want me to screen record right now?
Hmm?
Watch this. I can show that I am right now. Look. Oops. Well, look, I'm moving on right now.
Okay. Oh, now I can see the emojis. Now I can.
Yeah, see, I've been on here many times.
Let's say on the carpet.
Told you.
The only reason I didn't, I think you wasn't on it was because it says 0 people was on there. And you know, I get confused when it says 0. Yeah, there's nothing else here. So we're done with the, room. Now, we need to check. Hey, yo, you know anything about the easy area. So, let's check the library again, because it said it was plugged in with the extension. That got to be in the extension cord, and when I checked the library, the extension cord was gone. And there's literally no reason of saving power in this place. No, I didn't mean to check the books. There's a clue. Maybe there's some kind of clue. Guess not. Do you not worry about the extension cord? The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see. It's not plugged in. The lamp cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it wasn't definitely right there. Oh, that's right. Baiko was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if library desk lamp has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. You ever realize she has been tied up with it? No, stop checking that. Check the outlet. Whatever. Whoa, the computer's gone. I think they threw it away. I don't know where. This is where you got the extension cord from. The wooden box is empty. The extension cord wasn't there. Do something like that. I can't think of anyone but Bayaka. Why did he take it? Bro, I'm starting to think Toko. I still think Toko did it, but I don't know. Let's go try to talk to Toko real quick. Even though that's good. Oh no, we need to still talk to that one girl. Oh, hey. Let's talk to you. Maybe we should have confessed to our embarrassing secrets. I'm sorry, Chichiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough. Yeah, don't blame yourself, man. Don't blame me. I agreed with you, but Toko had to ruin it all. God, now I know why. She didn't want it. She wanted to kill somebody. She is genocide cat. She is crazy. Let's use this token real quick. What the heck? I'm just gonna get out of this store. What do they have that in a vending machine? Give me a PS4. Whoa! Oh, this is a map of the place. That is sick. That is sick. Wait, there's a little heart thing. So I'm thinking that's the infirmary. Alright. So we haven't unlocked the infirmary yet. But, wow, that is clean. I like this a lot. Alright, Toko. I need to talk to you. This is Toko's room. Yes, I know. I should probably just leave her alone for now. Why? Why is my character... Why did I get a dumb character? I forgot. I still need to talk to, that one girl. It said she was in the storage room. So she's still gotta be in here, right? Alright, you in here? Alright, yes you are. this other stuff. What are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might want to live. From food to clothes to towels, there are endless supplies to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case? I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might distract you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something. Very well, I will tell you, and only you. Last night I saw you. Wait, what?
Indeed.
What, really? This was right before night.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Keep track of my phone. She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it, and just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this was this rule. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag, which would the mean killer have gotten rid of it? Since the count has been added to the Alright, we need to check the dumpster room, of course. Let's see. Where is it at? It's usually right here. What? Wait. Huh? I must be tripping. Oh! This thick wall was hiding it. Whatever. Let's just see. Yep, it's still locked.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Alright. Alright, we need to check boys and girls lockers. We just check that one more time. There'll be no reason for anything to be. Keep passing it on accident. Next, I have to talk to everybody. Alright, let's check the boys real quick. Guess I missed everything. Let's check the lockers if it'll let us. Nope, it won't. That's two. But no sign of blue jacket, so let's go. What about blue jacket? I don't see it. Sticker, no! And I don't know where the case file is. Okay, let's check the archive. I know the case file is there. Let's go. What's this? Oh, that's some. I need to do something. Actually, hold up. Since I know how to save my game now, I could I'm not gonna save it, but options. Alright, we're going to look at these one more time. Oh, I'm trying to click the extension cord. I already clicked the link. I'm trying to show the same thing. Go to the right. Actually, the laptop's on. Check the archive for me. Yeah, we're gonna check the other shows. Keep thinking that love. Whatever, let's get out of here. I need to talk to him about So let's look around. We also need to look for something. Type B. Go in here. Sorry. We also need to check out that trim girl. Not trim, that pool girl. The girl that was all freaked out about some pool. Oh, happy about pool, not freaked out. Alright, let's see. Yard, that's the You also need to check out the Afro dude. Where is he at? Probably in here. I don't know. Is she? Oh. Sleeve. Liquid. Go in the ballroom.
Huh? Oh, hey.
Hey, yo, what's up? Oh, I haven't been up to anything myself. There's just sure, definitely haven't looked inside the mailbox. There's a mailbox. You already read these. Man, we all know you was looking through the mailbox. I don't know why it was already never reaction. You already. Do I even have a token? Let's see. Token. There's gotta be a way you can see how much tokens you got. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. Right here. fight. Wrong way. Where is he at? This man disappeared. In here? Nice nerves. You saw him? I know, I was just checking, So this is oh, let's look for sleep. Is there any more evidence? More evidence. Laundry room? That's probably where a blue jacket is too. I already checked the sauna. Let's see who it is. Nobody's in here. Let's see. Which room? Sorry about the clues. I'm looking for the book. Let's check the dining hall real quick. And I got Summer in this investigation, but so I'm thinking that it doesn't matter how much time you're doing, it's about how much evidence you get, and there's like a type of evidence. There you are! Gosh, I've been looking for you and what's Taco doing? Same as before, she won't come out, and she's just been keeping hungry and stuff in my hands. So I just left her alone. Left her? My head was all swimming and began.
Yeah!
Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna go head back as soon as I'm done eating. You were eating? You were just standing there! Taco's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you doing? Idona, of course. There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Trivia wouldn't like to eat hard donuts, but that was her one big regret. What to think of it? Who did she spend time with? Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with girls as much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something familiar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with her, she's always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. She was shy. I don't know. She talked to boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe she was used to the guy spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as a girl. Ayo's account has been added to this group, but it's time. It's time. It's time.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The class trial. You remember where to meet, right?
And guess it.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
The class trial, where we finally get to see who killed the girl. But wait, hold up, why was there extension cord that Chihiro was tied up to? It should have been the rope. Wait, hold up. And Ayaka was the only one who knew about the stitching cord. Okay, now that's gotta be sus about every Toko and Ayaka. Am I blind or are we missing something? Where's Toko? Yeah, Toko. Exactly! Toko is... Oh, you really don't remember? Kidding, I'm just kidding. How can I forget that little nut job? She's a particular part of the class trial.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please.
When you're laying down, so I think
Just like that. Humans later, dragging Toko. Dang! How strong is the teddy bear to carry a human? I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you dragged me a girl around. Terrible, you're terrible. Whew. So now everyone's here, right? Okay, then hustle onto the elevator and let's get started. So I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So shall we make time to find out who killed her? She was so gentle, so calm, and nobody had any problems with her. Yeah, someone had the trick to kill a girl like that. Hey yo, I have something to tell you, bro.
it looks really good. Yeah. And of course, Charlie was over here videotaping the game.
Hey, come on.
But what got me? And then I got that little thing to put his stuff in. And how I was done. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yes. I did this one. Yeah, all you have to do is to agree with anybody say yes. That's it. Which step forward? I could feel my heart as soon as everyone was I couldn't get a handle on my options. Couldn't stop.
I had to cut mine off. Yeah, for the typing. I had to do it for the typing test. Charlie, did you want me to leave this on?
No, I'm good.
There's a lamp right there. You can turn
Okay. Came to a sudden stop. We're back. We're back in this room. This room I have memories of Leon. I want to stop remembering that. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get the good. You're raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. Okay then, let's get this show on the road. Everyone, please find their assigned seats. Alright, before I do this, in case I get anything wrong, okay, so I'm finna create some safe bodies. And yes, I'm actually finna create it too. Okay. Alright. And so, the CERN opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, and a deadly— just hurry up and start it! A deadly class trial. Oh, gives us another option to save. Okay. Open the handbook. Let's go for this. Let's see. Alright, 16. Let's see what we can do with 16 evidence. Alright. Presents. Okay, there's really no reason to check the presents. Actually, report card. Let's check the report card. Since I've been hanging out with people. Boy, hey, good. My boy. Leon, why'd you have to die like that, bruh? Mondo, also my homie. You also, I still want to prove that is wrong. Hopefully you're wrong about last night's video. There you go, my new girlfriend, since my old one was trying to frame me for murder. Okay, go. Yeah, like I said, Ayo. Your friend. I hate you. Sakura. Susan. Junko. Dead. She got Jiraiya and but Toko, I hate you. I hate you, Toko. I'm pretty sure you're the killer. But so this is increase the information gauge. Whoa, lost in thoughts. increase the time limit for each phrase. Alright. So these are called skills. Leotis force. Increase damage to opponents when being statement destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. Costs 3 skill points. So these are skill points. Alright, wow. I have 13, so let's use all of them. Man, I'm rich on skill points. Let's go. Alright, we're ready. It's time. It's time. It's time!
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
I know it. I know the murder weapon. Let's go. This is my little... Okay, I can't see it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people dead! It's gonna turn into 6.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
What? That's cap! I can tell you the blunt instrument. I know what it was.
It appears it was. According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Nope. It was an iron pipe. Great.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene.
By the way, are you still watching this? Maya? Did she leave the chat? Wow, she left the chat. Oh, wait, she said she will be right back. Oh my gosh, let me rejoin the chat then. I'm now just looking at the message. Alright.
That could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yes! That's so creepy!
We have to if it's an investigation.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
I know it too.
For real?
Yep,
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack. For this debate, lines of white noises will appear to disrupt your reaction. Your true bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as an obstacle in your debate. But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the X to attach the silencer, when you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease. So take your careful aim when you have to silence it. Peace. Oh, but if your action OG is set to cancel, white noises won't occur at all. In which case you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Logan, just love you. My sister is always The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on, there's just no proof for it.
Actually, there it. No, I missed.
I don't know who that is.
The culprit is genocide. Case closed.
But that's
Why? What makes it...
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
There is proof, actually.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
No.
What?
It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Gotcha! The other character of Genocide Jack case, which our world as large doesn't know. I'm not mistaken, it has to be where the murder took place. The bloody message left behind. How the victims were positioned.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
What?
Snitch!
Genocide...
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
A serial killer
Is
with
Toko
mixed
Genocide
personalities.
Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle? Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
Mixed personalities. Oh, Hangman's Gambit again? Alright, let's go.
Now I understand.
Let's go, baby.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Why did it make me spell the other?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too.
You did.
They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
That one thing that shows Toko how having a split personality is how...
I got it! You're
Just
talking
changed
about
randomly.
how she started acting totally different than
She was
usual,
like,
right?
dead body.
That's
With
right.
her tongue out.
Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
Oh, fine. Cool. A dead body? Hey, are they dead? The ward has front and back, a top ending and a bottom. It see truth of web of lies.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
can
Not
say whatever I want to
mention,
know
once
about
she
your phone.
regained consciousness and saw
What?
Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Her split personalities. I won't let Genocide Jack. I tried out the... Actually, hold up. I'm starting to think. I feel like Danganronpa will not be this obvious. Like, it's what they don't know. It's that it's not her. So...
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in.
Actually, can we save right now? We can, actually. So, I'm going to save it right here. Save.
It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Actually, no.
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that, but you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it,
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
Dang!
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't...
Uh-oh! Toko's body suddenly went backwards. A huge thud echoed across the car room when his neck sack.
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see? What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
What
happened to you?
Oh, Toko, that's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
Intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back.
Bro, put that tongue away!
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the
This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid! And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
I don't believe her!
I could never believe a word you say, you monster!
Maybe she's totally right about this, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about it. I do too, man! Status of the dead body. I know about this! I know about this! I tried my phone again, hold up. My phone's at 80%. That's
sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
Give it up. You killed her.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that.
Perhaps if you had an...
Oh, an alibi!
When you compare your past murders, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, that's wrong! Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Because
you don't
in the murder pictures, she's using like some scissors, and then this one is an extension.
Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Well, let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
True. There are one clear difference between hers. In photos, like they look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see.
I got it!
Injury. Let's
go! The cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, They were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right? Ah, yes.
So is it actually by
other murders?
So, Choco's telling the truth.
Strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Can you please stop comparing killing people to cooking? So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference is related to how it was suspended. No, that's one! What?
Shoot!
Where did you get those scissors from? I think I chose the wrong one. How it was used to.
I got it!
Yeah, that one.
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
It's not rope, it's an stitching cord.
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Oh, call me Big Mac.
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
They're all boys.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
So I'm right about this.
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had some...
That can't be true. No. No.
Hey, it's Tokyo. Her back.
Is she a boy? What?
Like her pot.
She's a boy. No. There's got to be some coincidence. No. It's just. Yeah, this is some. What type of Haku bull is this?
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I killed with such passion and conviction!
She said she's specific with...
I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl! And the mopey side of me just hates it! But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. It's a different matter entirely when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly car!
Lowly curse?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Did you really have to say that on my stream?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the
I feel like there was no reason to say that on my stream.
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Thank you.
Are you sure about that?
Dang, she still has some scissors? So she didn't. So she actually didn't kill her.
That's right. So I can kill anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you. Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore! Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal, and not some copycat killer or whatever.
So, it was you!
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records.
Because
Plus,
his family's a
you
part
already looked through
of
the genocide jack
that's
file
working in the
before this all
shadows.
happened.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting?
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
But you didn't know before.
Nothing strange about
but
that,
nobody
I'd
knew
say.
before.
On the
you
contrary,
went to go to the
there's
girls.
something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
Yes. Next we're going to ask something called a true flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the triangle, then you will memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can weak spots and use that technique. Huh? Okay, can I finish this live stream real quick? Don't say that. Please don't use it. Let's go.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found his body. But he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
That's a natural reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro. who was a girl. So, of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room. There was no time for pointless. What's so strange about...
I wish you'd taken me with you. So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Oh my god!
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird.
No, this is the thing.
But he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check...
That's all. The victim was Chihiro.
No, it's wrong. I knew it! And I shot my phone again because I'm too excited. I need to calm down.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
I do.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must...
There is. There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
You are. I think this is in the other the evidence that closed by the hospitals. Wait, hold on. I just realized. Let me pause this. I just realized, Genocide Jack only kills guys, and Genocide Jack said, she didn't kill her, so I was wrong about her saying that she's a girl, she's a guy. So never mind.
The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors, and I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with some kind of rope.
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very...
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life. Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it? When I want to kill, I use my very own and I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was some kind of...
That's right!
Then there must be...
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you...
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Cap. Dang it.
Shoot. What? The difference between the cases?
Ah!
You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same...
But Chihiro was some kind of...
That's right!
Then there must be...
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you...
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
I didn't have to snap so quickly. Oh my god. That got me to one life.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
The only reason why I didn't choose it is because it's not rope, it's an extension cord. Stop calling it rope.
Extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right? What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
No.
I don't disagree.
I mean, he is
not
a killer,
disagree.
but
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Sure. Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. It's like me. Can I really just accept that Michael said it was true? No, I don't think. The scene of the
Shoot!
It's too late to save.
Is this really the end for all of us? I refuse to give up yet!
I got so lucky! Charlie, when did your mom tell you to do this?
She said to put my back, but I'm making a video. Oh my! I got so. Oh my god! I got so lucky! I got so lucky!
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have because you that extension. Yuck, and this. When. And there's.
That I
What? Hell yes, that's what happened.
I don't disagree.
Let me save the game. Let me save the game. I got lucky. Oh my god. I need to save both files. I need to save it.
Sorry, I know. There's something.
Is that right? What about?
Actually, no, let's save it right here. I can't. Oh my gosh, such a question. That's wrong. I don't care. Look how much lives I got.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey! Don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Choose a poster to see if it's right. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I can choose.
I got it!
It was right. It was.
The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
It was moved. Let's go to it.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Let's see why you could Let's see if you're right, buddy. Let's see. You my homie, bro, but I don't know about y'all. I don't know about my future, though. But come on, let's go.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
Oh. No!
It was the ultimate. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her. No, I don't think that's it. She used the fit.
Huh?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook. If she had that,
she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have got it?
I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
Dang.
Shoot!
Don't worry.
Is it
I'm still in the game.
Could Chihiro really...
She must have hacked. She was the ultimate programmer. I'm sure that would have been... No, I don't... She used the fake...
I got an idea.
About Leon's handbook, of course.
No, Leon's handbook is broken.
No, it's wrong.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna say my idea was to turn Leon's handbook thing into a truth bullet. And then
why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
I see you in the back. I see you.
You can't fix it, e-hack.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just... wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So...
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Is that it then? Carol was killed in the locker room and Byakuya was the one who did it. But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the... You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right?
So
why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What? What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Huh? For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
We're actually gonna have a recess break. So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial has been put on hold. We headed off with Keiko in the lead. And where she took us was we're back in the girls' locker room. Let's go.
Girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom! What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time. Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
What did she touch?
Not possible. It's not possible.
What did she touch? This husband was standing quietly as Kichiro's life was for
This girl is...
Is what?
Is a boy!
I'm done. No. So I was wrong. So I was right, wrong, and right. She just touched a. So that means Sakura just touched a.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact. What?
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial. Ahem. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy. And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? What?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility.
Who did it then?
Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
I got it!
Since the crime scene has a boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. It's neon handbook is a handbook that the killer will have to use it. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point.
Even that might be it. Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
No, it's wrong.
Not only the killer. I was actually glad I missed the first one. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing?
Someone else did see the victim before he was murdered.
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assumed, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd. Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Oh, what a marvelous friendship!
I feel like I know who it is.
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and...
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
don't know, bruh. I don't know.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was heading. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
First of all, we know he was on his way, so next week, why did he choose?
What do you mean?
I got it! It matched the one...
So, the killer was wearing my tracksuit. I don't even have a track, because exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out?
No way.
Not a chance.
You've heard it.
First of all, we know he was on his way, so next week, why did he choose?
What do you mean?
I got it! It matched the one...
So, what, the killer was wearing the same blue track?
No, that's wrong! Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said... She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue?
No, not my homie. It's not
Before
my
we began the
homie.
trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just...
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it.
Oh,
The
yes,
bag
Scott,
and
I
clothes
did
were
clarify
surely
that.
disposed of by the time we began
I'm
our
restarting either way.
investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro?
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony, when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with?
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew he did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question. There, you and after once he...
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
I got that one right on X.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me.
How is he doing that voice?
Weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then, here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Shoot! I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
That's true, I forgot all about that!
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
I got it!
Weak point.
You already
I remember
told us before
Monokuma
that the
saying
handbook
that.
has one weak point, didn't you?
You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.